Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Jorge Diaz, and welcome to Administration and Supervision of Child Development Programs, ECS 408. My contact information is on both the campus web and in your syllabus. Please feel free to contact me as soon as possible. Let me know if it gets started okay. I'm available 24/7, pretty much. You can call me, text, email, anytime. And if I don't get back to you right away, it's just I was busy at that moment, but I'll get back to you pretty quick. I'm usually pretty good about that. The course description. This course examines the guiding principles and practices for administrating an early child care and educational program. You'll be introduced to licensing, accreditation, the accreditation standards, the legalities, and all the benchmarks governing the administration. This course does focus somewhat on the resource management in the early childhood setting. How do you hire, develop staff, and so forth. All that human resources stuff that comes in with being an administrator or leader. And of course the fiscal structures and community outreach programs, as well as exploring advocacy issues and policies. The administrative fiscal structures is big. You have to deal with budgets in the very near future, so that's always fun. The learning outcomes, the outcome 1 and outcome 3, those are university outcomes and competencies. The rubrics for those are at the end of the syllabus. You'll find a link that will take you to pages, and the rubrics there for, I believe I have all 4 of them, outcomes 1 through 4 on there. That's how your material is graded. Those are how it'll be evaluated, and the scores given to you. Also, you have the 2 national accreditation standards, 2 and 6, to being building family and community relationships, and 6 becoming a professional. And you need to address all these standards in your writings, your work, to the extent obviously it pertains. And also in your discussion boards, the collaboration forums. I expect to see connections to these standards through your discussions. Also, we got the course competencies. These are set up in the topics. You'll find that the competencies here investigate acceptable guiding principles and ethical practices. You'll find these in the topics section of the syllabus all the way through and in order, so there won't be any problems there. And the materials you need to view, watch, and read are of course right next to it, with the scoring, the assessment, and the actual assignments that you have to do. The assessment artifact at the end of the program, this class. The standards, you'll see here attached, are different from the academic standards governing operation of day-to-day teaching of young children. Program standards are used for accreditation of an early childhood center. So you're going to have to research steps necessary to become an accredited site, and write a proposal to the board of directors, or to a board of directors, explaining the rationale and cost of completing an accreditation study. Explain your reasons and address each of the 10 steps in the program accreditation standards. Also, I've added a business plan template for you. You don't have to necessarily use that in any way. I do that particular one, but any business plan, there is going to be, as an administrator, as a leader, you have budgets to deal with, and often they become the biggest hurdle in any program, whether profit or non-profit. Any school principal will tell you that budgets are everything, and they have to meet them. The course outlines, it's straight through. Each of the course competencies are listed in the topic section, with the material, the assignment, and of course the assessment. In this Unit 2, I'd like to pay special attention to Unit 2. That's your field observation. There you get to observe an operating child care center. You need to find one there and do that. I've adapted an actual observation rubric or handout that some would use to observe interns. in a school setting, and adapted that to so you can use it to observe the operations of a center. You need that needs to be turned in along with the reflection paper dealing with the reflecting on your experience in the center and what you the pros and cons and what you thought, so forth. All papers, of course, are in APA style. That's a Union Institute requirement, and I'm sure you guys already know that. The readings and resources, the textbooks. The two textbooks chose here. One of the reasons I picked them also, or I moved them around, and I didn't pick them. I just found them, kind of moved them around a little bit. I wanted these because I moved these to the required section because they're easily you can get them online. There's Kindle versions. There's also Google Books. Both these systems will be a lot more inexpensive and really just easier for you don't have to worry about delivery time. I mean, depending on when you get this, when you actually first view this and actually receive this syllabus, you might be already into the first week. So we don't want to waste any time waiting for the books to be delivered and so forth. And there's always problems, especially like during the winter time. There's always problems. So this way you can get it right online. And in fact, I have the books on my phone. So it's actually pretty nice availability. You don't have to be toting them around in the car and everything. So if you are apt for this type of technology, if you have this type of technology, it's a very effective way. It's also a lot more inexpensive. Anyway, there's also the discussion board rubric, the collaboration forum rubric. It's in the syllabus and on the campus web. I do. This is it for as the discussion. I'm big on the collaboration forum. I like to see discussion between learners and myself, to explore new ideas as we go along and to bring up bigger questions so we can get more in depth into the material without actually having to draw papers on this. Also, real big thing, email all written assessments to me before you submit them to Campus Web. This gives me a chance to look over them and do any pre-assessment for you and get them back to you so you can make corrections and post a quality paper for me. Remember that everything's again in APA style. Also want to remind you there's the Writing Center. You can find that at myunion.edu/writing-center. There's an appointments, and the Writing Center can be a big help to you if you're having difficulties putting papers together and so forth. Anyway, the evaluations are pretty much standard. This is points based, so you have your points. They're listed in the assessment area in your syllabus. And that's pretty much it as an introduction. I'm really happy that you guys are with us here, and I'm looking forward to, and I hope you are looking forward to a great learning experience here at Union Institute and in this course. Thank you.